One day I passed through a lonely field. There stood a scarecrow, silent and still. Out of curiosity, I said to him, "Don't you ever get tired standing here all alone?" He turned to me and replied, "The joy of scaring is deep and lasting. I never tire of it." I smiled and said, "You're right. I too have known the joy of scaring." He gave a sarcastic smile and added, "Only those filled with straw like me can truly know this joy." I walked away unsure. Was he complimenting me or mocking me? A whole year passed. When I returned to that same field, I saw two crows happily building a nest, right under the scarecrow's hat. This story, ladies and gentlemen, is inspired by the profound words of the great Lebanese poet Khalil Gibran. I share it with you because our world is filled with what I call scarecrow personalities, people who appear strong only by frightening or suppressing others. They carry fear as their weapon, using it to control, to humiliate, to govern. A scarecrow can show up in many forms. A manager, an employer, a politician, an unethical professional, even a friend or relative. Their strength doesn't come from wisdom or virtue. It comes from the illusion of fear they create. And here's something to notice. Scarecrow personalities are often trapped in a kind of superiority complex. They wear pride like an outfit, sometimes through the seat of power, sometimes through the purse of wealth, and sometimes through both. But remove their seat or empty their purse, and they collapse like a deflated balloon. Their money is their introduction, their position their only pillar. Without these crutches, they cannot stand, because their inner being has no roots in true strength. Look closely at reality. The world today is a race for collecting extras. The difference between the rich and the poor is often nothing more than this. The rich have more extra rooms in their houses, more extra money in their accounts, more extra possessions to display. The world is mad after these extras. And a scarecrow personality is nothing but the finished product of such madness. Isolate yourself from that part of the world. Be insightful. See the reality. Life is not given to us for humiliating those who have less. Life is a test of how we behave with other human beings when we are the ones blessed with the facilities of this temporary journey. So how do we recognize them? Pay attention. Who is it that always needs to remind you of their title, their authority, or their possessions? Who flashes an expensive watch on social media just to impress? Who keeps talking about what they own, as if their things define them? Who feels taller only by making you feel smaller? Who thrives only when others are afraid? These are the scarecrows of life. And how do we deal with them? First, don't feed their illusion. Fear is the air they breathe. If you don't give it, their power fades. Second, don't let anger rule you, because anger ties you to them. Instead, answer with calm firmness. Recognize what they are and quietly rise above it. Build your life like the crows in Gibran's story, freely, confidently, right under the very hat of those who try to scare you. Their shadow is not your prison. Now the question arises, how do you carry on with such people in daily life? The truth is, there's no single answer. Every life is unique, every case is different. But there is one master key that works in all situations, and that is focus. Focus on your objective. Nothing is more important than your goals and your commitments to yourself. Think of it this way. When you are determined to reach the airport, you don't mind riding even a donkey if that's what it takes. This kind of focus makes you resilient. It helps you pass through awkward situations with ease. Just as water keeps flowing, no matter how many rocks stand in its way. Your focus becomes your teacher. It shows you how to handle hot iron from the cold point. It guides you to paths where your self-respect stays intact, and you pass through the company of such people gracefully without losing yourself. Your patience becomes your strength. Your ability to avoid conflict becomes your silent victory. And always, always believe in the supremacy of wisdom over ignorance, never the other way around. Remember, all human beings are equal. No one has the right to humiliate or disrespect another. And if someone does, it only reveals one thing, that they are stuffed with straw, hollow inside, deprived of real moral strength. Time eventually unmasks everyone. The same humiliation they give to others will one day return to them. Life has a way of settling accounts. In the field of time, We come to see clearly who is stuffed with straw and who carries the true grain of character. And here lies the deeper lesson. Those who overcome fear discover the essence of life itself. They breathe differently. They live differently. Their strength is not borrowed from fear, but drawn from within. So, ladies and gentlemen, keep yourself free from fear, because freedom from fear is the beginning of real strength. And when you encounter scarecrow personalities, smile gently, just as the crows did. Know their power is short-lived, their threats hollow. Build your nest, live your truth, and let their emptiness blow away in the wind. Thank you for watching, Wisdom Seekers. If today's reflection added value to your journey, subscribe and share it with others who seek wisdom too. Until next time, keep seeking, keep growing. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more wisdom on living with clarity and balance.